Welcome to the Season 2 premiere of the Let's Talk Weekly podcast. Welcome to the Let's Talk Weekly podcast. That, my friends, was the new theme to the podcast created by my good friend Leonard Flournoy Jr., aka DJ Reimei. In starting off a new season, the one thing that always comes to the host's mind or developer's mind is what is the best way to start things off? And some things you can ask yourself, is it good to start off with a new interview, topic of discussion? There's random things to discuss. Well, in this case, the topic that came to mind was the DC Nation pulling from Cartoon Network scheduling last Saturday. Now, there has been a lot of speculations as to why Cartoon Network pulled the superhero block from the Saturday morning scheduling, and I waited a week just to see what news would come out of it outside of the speculations that fans had and everything, because being that my background is in journalism, I did not want to make any guesses as to why it was pulled or any judgments. And the one thing I could really come to notice is it had to be a business decision. Now, I'm not too sure what went on behind closed doors, because that's something that shareholders and developers have to discuss, and the executives at Cartoon Network. Now, full disclosure, I am a fan of DC Nation. I do love Young Justice and Green Lantern animated series, and when I saw that it was gone, our first thought was, okay, I wonder what happened here. I'm not too sure what's going on, but I would like to see it come back. And when the news came out that the block would return in January, just like other fans, I was kind of like, okay, wow, come back after a few month hiatus with 2 new episodes from both shows. They both seasons started off really well, and this happens. Well, I didn't want to make any prejudgments, like I said a moment ago. I wanted to see what would come out of it as the person who does understand business. Being that the only news officially from Cartoon Network would happen to be a tweet that said the superhero block, which featured animated shorts as well as Young Justice and Green Lantern, would return in January of 2013. Now, some of the speculations behind this move said that one thing could have been copyright issues over the use of a character in Young Justice from the Milestone comics. That was the only thing I really saw. I did notice like a poll that was taken and a little survey of talking about fans' reactions. I really think that before people make these prejudgment calls on Cartoon Network and bad-mouthing the network, I think we really should look into the matter. Now, it is on the company to make the decision on what they want to tell us or not. That is their move, and being that it is a business, decisions from higher ups are usually the ones that affect everything. And another speculation was that due to Cartoon Network's 20th anniversary going on right now, that was another reason that it was pulled. But watching some YouTube videos and reading various tweets, people were saying, being that these shows are two of your highest rating shows, um, you should not pull them. Well, it all is a matter of demographics. Wondering, you know, who are your demographics that the shows cater toward? Do they cater toward young children, teenagers, adults? We have to factor all that in, and plus, a Saturday morning is that's when kids are out of school first thing in the morning. They want to watch TV, and you have to figure out what shows do kids really want to see. And yes, this is a children's network, but there are adult themed shows on Cartoon Network. And yes, there is a petition going on. The fans are signing to ask the network to bring the shows back before January. Um, I know there are a lot of other things going on surrounding it with the fan base. I just hope that when the shows do indeed return in January, or if they return before then, that the fans will stick around, knowing that these two shows have gone on various hiatuses in the past. And like I said a moment ago, that being that my background is in journalism, your job as a journalist is to stay objective, number one. And when it comes to stuff like this and entertainment, like movies, video games, music, books, comic books, TV shows, what have you, you have to figure out the best way to separate your fan side versus the journalism side. Your fan side could say, "Oh no, my show is gone. I really want it back." But your journalism side kicks in and says, "Okay, what happened here? Okay, let me research to find out what happened. Are there any news stories online that suggest why this went away?" Yes, use social media to look into the various reasons. No fan comments, any comments from the networks. You you can you can tweet them, ask them, if anything happened, and you know there's a 50-50 chance you will get a response from executives. If you email them or tweet them. Um, you really have to investigate the story, and if you are going to write a story on it, you can aggregate the various sources, Twitter, Facebook, other social networking sites. You can use fans' reactions, and then when you can have um, information from companies uh, like Cartoon Network, for example, then that gives you around a full thought out story. But the company or person or entity has, and they have reasons why they do not respond. And sometimes companies or people are told, do not talk, for one, for example. So I'm just trying to offer a new perspective and reasoning, and just say, just take it easy, fans. Yes, like I said, I am a fan, but we know in time we will get our shows back. But until then, we have YouTube and episodes on iTunes to watch, and we can catch up. Um, but in the meantime, just keep our eyes peeled on social networking sites and news outlets, and hopefully some information will come out soon. Until then, hope you all enjoyed this quick Hostful podcast, and stay tuned for more for season 2. Later.